What are some of those important things that you have to be doing as an integrator and paying attention to when it comes to bookkeeping? And I thought, what better person to have on here to talk about that with me than Toni Counts. She is our bookkeeper, and she's actually the head of the Department of Bookkeeping, actually at Start Virtual as well. I know you've helped us with so many different things with, bookkeeping and helping us get organized. What are some of the most common things that you're seeing people not do that they need to be taking care of in their business? So one of the most common things are properly recording your assets that you're purchasing and selling. That's super important because, you have to have record of it when you go to your CPA to have your taxes done, and you're expecting to have some type of value from owning that asset. You're not going to be able to get that unless it's properly recorded on your books. So a lot of things that I notice is that, investors, they don't think they need to save those HUD statements. Like they'll just toss them away. They got the money in the bank, it's done, but you need to save those HUD statements. And then also another thing I noticed is that for wholesalers, when they're receiving their assignment fee, sometimes with the assignment fee, you're also receiving your earnest money deposit refunded. And a lot of times they're including that earnest money deposit as income, and it's really not income. So in the end, you're producing more income for yourself to be taxed on when the earnest money deposit should be a wash. Like you send the deposit out, and then you bring it back and it goes right back to that account that you sent it out from, which will not even affect your profit and loss at all. It's just going to wash out on your balance sheet. So that's big because, some people are sending like $1,000 for earnest money deposit. They get an assignment fee for $10,000. The title company sends them $11,000 and they're recording the full $11,000 as income.
Ooh, paying extra tax.
Exactly. Yes. I see that a lot. I saw a question from Katie asking about the earnest money deposit.
Yeah.
She asked, does it wash out if you enter the earnest money deposit as a business cost and then receive the earnest money deposit as earnings? Really, what you should be categorizing your earnest money deposit is in an account called other current assets, because the money is just a deposit and you're going to get it back. So when you let it go, it's an asset to you because it's going to come back. And then if you just utilize that one account, other current assets, earnest money deposits is what you can call it. It's just going to be an account that's just going to wash itself out as you send and receive from there. And it will never hit your profit and loss. That way your profit and loss shows the true number for your revenue and the true number for your expense, because earnest money deposit is neither. It's not revenue or expense.
My question is really, really basic. So basically what we are trying to do right now is that we have an active Airbnb up and we're trying to set up another Airbnb. And I haven't been working with a bookkeeper. So I don't really know how this process works. And so I am right now just trying to use a Google Sheet to try to keep track of everything, but I find myself really dreading the whole process. So I'm wondering if I hire a bookkeeper, where do they pick up the process when you hire a bookkeeper?
It sounds like you need to sign up for a software such as QuickBooks Online, where you can connect your bank account and all of the transactions are going to be uploaded automatically. So the receipts that you have, you could download the QuickBooks app and then you could just scan your receipts and they're going to automatically upload to your QuickBooks file. But by having your QuickBooks connected to your bank, all of those transactions are going to populate in there for you. So you don't have to track it on a Google Sheet. You don't have to, stress out about having all your receipts together. I mean, if you download the QuickBooks app, you can just scan all your receipts and then just throw them away. But QuickBooks is really going to solve that problem because it's going to connect to your bank and it's going to refresh anytime you hit the refresh button, and it's going to pick up all of the transactions. You can connect a bank, you can connect a credit card, you can connect a Home Depot card if you're doing flips. And then all of those transactions will just pop into QuickBooks for you, and your bookkeeper can go in and categorize them to where they need to go.
So does she even need to be saving the receipts, or could it, since it's just linked to the bank account, you can get the explanation for all of those statements directly.
You can, yeah, but some people they like to do that just as a backup measure, which is fine. You know, it's the traditional method, but the way things have evolved, you know, QuickBooks kind of eliminates you to have to do that. But those that do like to do that, they make it easy for you to just download the app and you can just scan your receipt, and then you don't have to have a pile of receipts laying around like everybody used to.
Gotcha. So basically, then all the bookkeeper needs to do is maybe just categorize, put them into proper category. So the whole process could be automated. Oh wow.
Yes, they can. And your bookkeeper might have questions, like if there's a transaction that comes through that's not very self-explanatory, like, you know, Venmo or PayPal. You know, obviously there'll be questions to come to you for that you will have the answers to.
Okay, I guess then that means that I definitely should have a separate account for each property and clearly, yeah, because right now I'm not. I have one business account that everything comes out, and so I guess that's
well. If you're talking about rental properties and you're using one account for your rental properties, there's a feature in QuickBooks that will allow you to separate. It's called class. You can create a class for each of the rental properties so that when the expenses come through, like say you get a Home Depot charge for 123 Smith Street, you can, you know, categorize that to repairs and maintenance and then class it to 123 Smith Street. And then you'll be able to pull a report by class that will show you something similar like to my P&L spreadsheet. It'll just show you everything associated and posted to that class, AKA property.
If you're just barely getting started in your business, you don't have transactions happening with revenue coming in, this is not for you. But if you have money coming in, money going out consistently in your business, I would definitely suggest, a lot of people kept asking Toni that to do their bookkeeping and saying, Toni, can you do my bookkeeping? And Toni's like, I only have so many hours in a day. And so recently, Toni, partnered up with startvirtual.com to build a team to help people get their bookkeeping done. So if that is something that you're interested in, again, you don't need it. I hate when people try to sign up for too many things and it's like, you don't need it in your business yet if you don't have money coming in. So this isn't for you. But if you do have that occurring where you're spending money, you have money coming in and you need to keep track of your bookkeeping better, you could head over to Start Virtual and book a call, and you're going to talk to Toni or somebody on her team about getting that set up for you so you can take that off your plate so you could focus on what's actually important in your business, which is the money-making activities, and take some of these tasks off your plate.